Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel. Today marks the start of my very first annual, hopefully, 8 days of Christmas. So from now till for the next 8 days, every day I will be uploading a very Christmassy kind of holiday vibe look. Look number one was I did not film. But look number two is this really beautiful green and cranberry glitter eye. Look number one was a really simple faux cut crease. It was red, green, and gold. Really beautiful. If you'd like to check that out, head on over to my Facebook page, Makeup for the Everyday Mama. I do have pictures of it over there. Very pretty, very quick, very easy. If you would like me to do a tutorial on that look, just let me know in the comments below and I will get on it, guys. Okay. Disclaimer, I am sick. I am in the process of getting sicker, but like yesterday it like hit me and today it's gotten progressively worse and not feeling the best. So if I sniffle or if I cough, I'm sorry, but I just can't help it. I am sick and I can't breathe. So for the eye look today, Colourpop all the way, babies. So we're using two different Colourpop palettes. First of which being the All That palette. The All That palette. This is a really beautiful, like wine, pinky wine, color story. So gorgeous. I used quite a few shades out of here, and then this pressed glitter is, I have it all over my lid, and I tell you what, it is so beautiful. I love it so much. So gorgeous. Do need a glitter primer, like a glitter glue, to use it because it does not stick to your lid. But with the glitter glue, I've had this on for, I want to say 3-4 hours now, because you know I can never just sit down and film a video. I've had it on for quite a while, and it is looking still fresh and beautiful and just as gorgeous as it did when I first did it. So glitter primer really does fix everything. Palette number two is going to be the Lush Life palette. Now, this was such an incredible release from Colourpop this year. This is what the palette looks like. So gorgeous. I'm basically just going to be sticking to these two greens from this palette, but I just think that the greens in here are so beautiful. Really gorgeous. And I wanted to keep it like all Colourpop themed today. So that's what we're going to do. This look is going to be super quick, super sweet and simple, really to the point. We are going to do a half cut crease, but it's really not that difficult. I'm going to go ahead and pin a little bit of my hair back because I have so much of it and it really likes to get in the way. Let's do it, guys. Is everybody ready for Christmas? Because I tell you what, I'm finding it hard to get in like the Christmas spirit this year. And I know a lot of that is due to the fact that my son is growing up and the magic is fading. I'm going to go into all that first, and I'm going to go into this really beautiful, very light blush tone pink. So this is called BB Girl right here. And I'm going to take this all over my transition area with a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to use this LA Colors brush. No, this is not. This is a Juno & Co brush. This is the ES06. Just kind of a flat, fluffy brush. And I'm going to pop into this BB color and take it all over my upper transition area. Just doing a really nice opaque layer of this going from my inner corner all the way to my outer corner. It is the most beautiful like light pink blush tone. Oh, it is like the babiest pink you've ever seen. It's beautifully pigmented. A lot of time these lighter tones, you have to really pile them on to see any kind of pigment, but it's just there and I love it. I love it for that. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to move into a different brush now. Now I'm going to use, this is the Lottie London. I love these brushes. So this is the Lottie, I think it's the LEO 10. Yeah. So again, it's just kind of like a tapered blending brush. And I'm going to go into this color right here, this really beautiful kind of dusty mauve, a very light dusty mauve. It's called Cha Cha. More of like a tan toned dusty mauve. And I'm going to take this again all over my transition area. I'm going to kind of fluff this out using fluffy, circular buffing motions. I am so out of it, guys. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you. I thought I was almost home free. I thought I was going to make it to Christmas vacation and nobody was going to be sick. Though I will thank my lucky stars that this happened like a good week before Christmas, because hopefully if I take care of myself correctly, I will be over it come Christmas morning. Speaking of, so I love my husband. My under eye circles are so dark right now. I have a little bit of concealer on, so if I look like discolored, that's why. I have a little bit of concealer and then I set it with some powder underneath my eyes, but that's really all I have on my face. That's why my forehead's different color than my face. But they were bad. They were bad. I have not been sleeping very well, and that's just because I'm sick and nobody sleeps when they're sick. So it is what it is, but I was really bound and determined to do the 8 days of holiday looks. So that's what we're doing, babes. I love that color. I think it's so beautiful. It translates to a very like kind of dusty rose color on me, but it's so beautiful and it really blends in gorgeously with a kind of deeper cranberry that we're going to use here in just a minute. So I'm just going to keep building this up and kind of inching it up towards my eyebrow. Almost kind of fluffing it in to the front of my eyebrow. Just kind of building it up, building it up. Just like that. Just so that I don't have like a straight line. Because I cannot stand straight lines. In my eye looks, it drives me bonkers. So we're good with that. So now we're going to move into a slightly deeper tone now. So now we're going to go into Wink Wink. I love the names in this palette. It's so cute. So we're going to go into Wink Wink now. And we're going to go. We are going to use a Dew Color 04. Same thing, just a fluffy blending brush. But I'm going to take this into my lower transition. Just above my crease. And using the same kind of motions. Same circular buffing motions. I'm just going to disperse this from inner to outer corner. The entire length of my crease. Just building up a little bit of that pigment at a time. Taking very, very small amounts of shadow on my brush. And really taking my time and blending. Okay, I'm going to continue. Speaking of, y'all, I am so blessed. I am so blessed to have the husband that I have. I love him. He is my soulmate. You know, I'm just gonna ramble because I'm in that kind of mood. So I hope you guys are ready to listen. Okay, so veering off into a whole nother thing. My husband and I have never celebrated. We've been together for 12 years now. We have never celebrated a single anniversary. Ask me why. Well, Jess, why? Why have you and Stuart never celebrated an anniversary in 12 years of marriage? Because we just plain forget. We just plain forget. Our anniversary is December 5th. It's the date we got married, and it's the date that we really first said we were together. But tell me why. I'm going back into that other brush, and I'm going to take just a little bit more of Cha Cha because I feel like this color has got lost underneath that darker color. I'm just going to build that back up just a little bit. I'll keep going back and forth till I really get the gradient and the blend that I'm looking for. Just want to make sure that none of my colors get lost, and this will also help me blend out any, again, harsh lines that I might have from that deeper color. Y'all, we just plain forget our anniversary. It's not like, I guess we're just not a very sentimental couple, but we legitimately forget our anniversary every single year. Well, this year we said, oh, no, we're not going to forget it. We're going to do something this year. And then December 5th came and went. December 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th came and went. And we were like, and then my husband, we were sitting in the car. I'm going to go into Silhouette now, which is the next shade darker. And I'm going to take this directly into my crease. I'm going to use a slightly smaller fluffy brush. This is a domed fluffy brush. This is just from that cheapie set I get at Walmart. And I'm just going to tap into here and take this directly into my crease. Taking it about 3/4 of the way through. Not bringing it all the way into my inner corner. Directly into my crease and then slightly above. We're just not a sentimental couple, which is fine. But we always say we would like to celebrate it at least one time, you know? It's kind of a special day for us. Oh, well, we missed it again this year. And I know that it's probably because it's so close to Christmas and we have just like other things on our mind, and our anniversary just doesn't seem like something that sticks in the forefront of our brain, which is totally understandable. But it does kind of suck because, you know, I would like to celebrate it at least once. Well, because my husband, I'm going back into the Dew Color brush, and again, just kind of blending and meshing, making sure that that color is evenly dispersed. Just like that. Going back in to the same brush, I'm going to go into this even darker color. So this is called Please Me. And I'm going to take this directly into my crease, but I'm only going to keep it on maybe the outer third of my crease, maybe the outer half of my crease. And I'm keeping it directly into my crease and not taking it any higher. Because this eye look is so simple, and we're using basically just two colors, two varying shades of two different colors, I really wanted to make sure that we had a good amount of depth going on here. And I really wanted to make sure that our gradient was on point. Going back into the Dew Color brush, and again, just kind of going over everything. Making sure everything is nice and married together. Just like that. Oh, I absolutely love this palette. I'm going back into the Lottie London palette, and then I'm going to dip back in to Cha Cha one more time. And I'm just going to go over this one more time. And make sure this doesn't get lost. Just like that. So pretty. Okay, we're done with this for just a minute, and then we're going to move on to Lush Life. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous palette. We're going to go into this really beautiful, deep, dark, rich green. But I like this green because it's not a traditional Christmas green. It's got like a blue undertone to it that I think is so, so pretty. I'm going to use my Moda. This is my small shader, I believe. No, this is my Moda Crease brush. It's what she looks like, just a domed, dense kind of brush. And I'm just going to dip into, this is called On the Prowl. These are just a little bit dusty. And I'm going to pack this onto the outer edge of my eye, just taking it up to the crease and no further, and taking it about halfway, probably about a third of the way into my eye. Just kind of smoothing it on. It's all smooth sailing from here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so anyway, we've never celebrated an anniversary. So to make up for it, my sweet, sweet husband, he went and got me early Christmas presents. Now, we decided we weren't going to do presents for each other this year. A, just because fiscally it's just not feasible right now. And Sean comes first. Our son comes first. And as long as he has Christmas, we're good. We have everything we need. We have food. We have a roof. We're fine. So we didn't need Christmas this year. And then, of course, you know, I went and got my husband presents anyway because I just am that way. So Stuart got me a Brahmin. I'm a handbag fanatic. Oh, I gotta do makeup while I talk, guys. So still just kind of building this up, taking it about a third of the way into my eye and no higher than my natural crease. Really making sure I pack a good amount on. I want that to be nice and opaque. I think that green shade, though, is so, so beautiful. So, so gorgeous. And now we're going to do our cut crease. This is my absolute favorite concealer for cutting a crease. This is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. Guys, when this stuff dries, it doesn't go anywhere. Like, a lot of times, I'll forget that I have it on the back of my hand. And like 2 days later, after I've washed my hands a million times, I'll look at the back of my hand and I'll have a white spot there. And it's because I never took makeup remover and legitimately took the concealer off the back of my hand. It stays put. It doesn't go anywhere unless you take it off. I love it so much. Not only that, but it's really, really great, nice pale color and works perfectly for a cut crease. So starting at my inner corner, I cannot talk and do this at the same time, guys. You know what? Let's try. Shall we? Okay. So my husband surprised me today and got a package delivered to the house. And inside it were two of the most beautiful purses I think I've ever seen in my life. He got me a platinum and gold Michael Kors tote bag, which I absolutely love. My favorite shape is tote bags, and that's just because I'm a mom and I carry my life with me. And tote bags are just like so big. And they fit so much. They're kind of perfect for like a mom on the go. So I love that. Now I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to tap on the line of the shadow and the concealer and just kind of blur that a little bit. So we get a nice fade. Just kind of tap, 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 tapping. Just like that. Now I have hooded eyes, so if I open my eye right now, I'm just going to smear everywhere. I'm going to go back into the All That palette, and I'm going to go into that first color we used, BB Girl, that really, really beautiful light blush tone pink. And I'm going to take that on just kind of a flat packing brush. This is a Morphe. And I'm just going to pack this all over where I put that concealer down, just to set the concealer and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, he had 2 purses delivered to the house. I love that man. He got me a Michael Kors, and then he got me a Brahmin. Do any of you guys know this brand? I looked it up, and I guess they're like super, super expensive. But he got, my husband's a thrifty shopper, just like I am. So he got everything on sale, which I love even more. They were both half off. He got them on sale at Belk. They were both half off, which I love even more. It makes me super, super happy, because I would have felt really bad if you'd paid full price. But because they were half off, it's just that much more amazing. Anyway, they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go back into the Lush Life palette, and I'm going to go into this kind of green shimmer right here. This is called Juicy. And I'm going to take that just on the same Moda brush that we used. And I'm just going to kind of use this to blur the line even further. And then I'm just going to take my finger and slide it back and forth over the line and get even better blend, just like that. And you could totally leave it here. You wouldn't even need to use glitter, because I think this right here is stunning as well. I'm going to take it just that little bit further and put a little bit of glitter on, because it's a holiday look, and why not? For that, we're going to go back into All That. But this Brahmin brand is so beautiful. It's alligator leather, but it's tie-dyed in the most beautiful, like red and blue and burgundy and orange. It looks like a sunset on a crocodile print bag. Oh, so, so gorgeous. I have pictures of it up on my Facebook page if you guys want to go check it out. So, so beautiful. Anyway, I am such a very, very blessed woman. I thank the Lord every day for sending me my husband. He knew exactly what I needed when he put that man in my life. So I'm going to take some of this hard candy glitter stay. I'm going to put just a tiny bit on the back of my hand. You really don't need a ton. And I'm going to take this is a concealer brush. This is my Dew Color 05. And I'm just going to kind of pack this all over where I put that lighter color shadow. All the way up to my crease. And all the way to the line. Now this is one of those things you really need to use your finger for. I'm just going to take my finger into the pressed glitter in this palette. I probably should have used my other finger. And start packing this glitter onto the glitter glue. And I really want a nice opaque application of the glitter. I really want this to sparkle and shine. So I'm really, really going for it. It almost gives me like cranberry watermelon vibes with the pink and the green and the deeper cranberry color together. But I think it screams holiday. You're gonna get glitter fallout. That's what happens when we use glitter. I will try to brush it away, but for the most part, you can take tape and kind of get it up. But that's okay. I'm okay with having glitter on my face. It doesn't bother me. But for Sean this year for Christmas, the magic is like going away, slowly but surely. When he was younger, I went all out. I'm going to do a little bit of mascara now, just because I find that it helps keep any kind of glitter from falling into my eye. So I'm going to do just a real quick coat of mascara, and then we'll go ahead and finish our bottom lash line. But he's getting older. He's 12 now. And the toys and the, Santa and his reindeer and the elves and the North Pole, all that stuff is coming to an end, slowly but surely. And as sad as it is, it's also inevitable. But you don't realize how much bringing your children joy brings you joy until your children don't need that joy anymore. Because I used to love doing the reindeer food and like doing the like silver bells and stuff like that. And now really all he's concerned about is the amount of electronics under the tree, which is fine. But the magic is slowly fading. So I found it this year just a little bit more difficult to like get into the spirit of things. Like I found myself not being quite as enthusiastic about, decorating the tree and putting the stockings up and like really going all out and shopping. And I don't know, I just have to come to terms with the fact that I do not have a baby anymore. And I just have to modify my joy just a little bit. So this is what we're looking like so far. Tell me that it's not stunning. Tell me that it's not absolutely just gorgeous. I am so in love with it. We're going to address our bottom lash line now. For that, we're going to go back into our Colourpop palette. I'm going to take this Dew Color 08. This is just a small detail packing brush. And I'm going to go into Cha Cha, this really beautiful kind of dusty rose mauvey color. And I'm going to blow this out underneath my eye. Just a little bit. I also like to do this to help kind of camouflage a few of my under eye wrinkles, of which I have many. I just like to blow it out. I do like to keep it thinner towards the inner corner of my eye. I find that helps to lift. I like to keep it a little bit closer to my lash line. Just like that. Now on a small angled brush, looks just like this. I'm going to go in to Please Me, which was the darkest color in the palette. No, let's do Silhouette. So the second darkest color. And we'll take this right along the lash line. And I'm only going to do it probably about 2/3 of the way through my lash line. And then I'm going to go back into that Dew Color brush. And I'm just going to kind of blend it out so it's not quite so harsh. Kind of smoke it out a little bit to slightly mimic our upper, like the top part of our eye, just for continuity's sake. And then I'll go back in with the angled brush and go into the darkest shade now, very, very gently, and just keep this on my outer third. And then very gently go back in and soften it ever so slightly. Just like that. So beautiful. And that's it, babes. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a brown liner. I'm going to use my staple. This is my Milani Stay Put liner in the shade Semi Sweet. And do upper and lower tight lines just to bring a little bit more drama. Kind of give us a little bit more contrast. And then what else? Oh, inner corner highlight. What did I use? Okay, so for inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this highlighting palette by Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. This is in the shade Catwalk Pink. And I'm going to take this e.l.f. crease brush and dip into the palest pink shade in this palette. And just kind of fluff this out on my inner corner. You can do as much or as little of this as you would like. I really like my inner corner to glow. I feel like it brings a lot of light to the party, and this really does fade as the day goes on. So I like to go pretty heavy with it in the beginning, and then kind of bring it along my lower lash line, just on the inner corner. And then also put a little bit of this right underneath the highest point of my brow. Just like that. Just again, to kind of bring a little bit more light to the party. Am I happy with how this looks? I really, really think that I am. I think that it is so beautiful. I'm going to take that Lottie London brush and just go through my crease one more time. Your glitter is going to move. It's going to migrate. That's fine. It is not a big deal. It is just going to add to the overall look and just be absolutely stunning. Also, I would totally put a nice layer, a nice coat of mascara on the bottom lashes. Nothing too heavy. We don't want to darken up our bottom lash line too much, but just kind of define things and define the lashes just a little bit. Go big or go home on the upper ones. As always, you could totally throw on a pair of falsies. I am fairly blessed in the lash department though, even though my camera's not, you know, to the fullest. I do have pretty nice lashes, so I can usually get away with not wearing falsies. I just go hard with mascara. I have been mixing different mascaras here recently and kind of layering things up to get the desired effect. And that's been working pretty well for me. The combination that I'm using today is the Maybeline Sky High, and then this is the Maybelline Lash Stiletto. I just love the packaging on this. It's not the best mascara in the world, but it does add some nice length. I use this for length and separation and a little bit of volume, and then I use this just kind of top off. This can get a little bit clumpy, so I like to use this after to kind of help separate everything else out and just kind of add just that little bit extra oomph and length to the overall look. But for the most part, this is the done eye look, guys. What do we think? I'm kind of living for it. I'm gonna call it Cranberry Cocktail, because I think it is so, so beautiful. Oh, so I have to tell you what's on my lips because I'm living for this lip combo as well. So for liner, I use the same thing I always use. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, but this is in the shade Moonwalk, and I really just kind of focused on my Cupid's bow, and then the bottom curve, just to really help fill out and round out my lips, make them look nice and pouty. And then over top of that, I went in with this Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade I'm So Blind. Stay Exceptional. It's just a really, really beautiful, like, dusty mauve color. So, so gorgeous. It's kind of like a dusty cranberry. It's got more of that, like, red, pinky red undertone that I thought went so beautifully with the eye. I feel like the lips almost match the eye perfectly. It's so pretty. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Would you wear it? I would love to know. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. Just me sitting in front of my camera, doing my makeup, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. As always, I will be posting finished pics over on my Facebook page, Makeup for the Everyday Mama. So I would really, really appreciate it if you would go over there and check that out. Maybe give me a thumbs up. Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave me today. Guys, I know your time is precious, and I am so, so thankful that you choose to spend it with me. I love you so, so much. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Merry early Christmas, my loves. Bye.